My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Slay the Spire. We have the daily challenge for January the 4th of 2020 here. Character is the Ironclad. Heirlooms, heirlooms. Modifiers, heirloom, purple cards, and terminal. Heirlooms start with one rare relic. Purple cards can now appear in rewards and shops in terminal. Whenever you go into a new room, lose 1 max HP. Start each new combat with 5 plated armor. It really oh god, pocket watch. Okay, now I was about to say it really depends on what relic we get as to what kind of build we want to go for. And here it's kind of like slow, methodical, lumbering, defending on the right turns and then pivoting for lethal on the other turns, those kinds of things. Okay. Double strike, single defend is fine. Gotta remember, if I can get away with only playing 3 cards in a turn, I should always try and do that. Take Shrug It Off early. I'm gonna take a moment before I define where I'm actually gonna be getting my damage from. Don't really want Wild Strike to be doing it. Dang it. Should have known that was gonna end up drawing a bash. It's not gonna matter because we'll still draw 2 strikes this turn, but... Sword, Boomerang, Cleave, Anger. Anger is a problem for the Pocket Watch. But otherwise, it would be nice just for the elites. Take 1. Alright, I'll take the curse. Now I can't afford to remove a curse. Otherwise, I took that curse in vain. Why do I feel like I've just committed to a mistake there? Hopefully we get Bash, Strike, and Anger. Yeah, Bash, Strike, Anger. And we still get to play 3 this turn. Throw in the extra Anger because Strike is enough for lethal on the draw. Beautiful. Preserved Insect. Enemies in Elite Combats have 25% less HP, as well as an Inflame. Okay, now we actually have some stuff going for us. Was very much hoping that we were going to be finding a... what was it? 1 sec. Was very much hoping we're going to instead find another curse pickup here. Fire Breathing, Entrench, or Wish. Wish has the ability to just suddenly gain strength on it, but 4 strength for 3 energy. It's not great when you have 1 energy for 3 strength here. This is only good because it's in a different class, effectively. That said... Am I ever really going to have a turn where I can play? Fine, I'll take it. Getting the money out of it, I guess, is nice at least. Okay, I'm going to be weakened next turn, so I might as well hit the only enemy I'm going to have the ability to kill with a single strike next turn. Thank heck for the plated armor. Otherwise, this would have been an absolute nightmare. Defend all throughout the bash. We're only going to take 3 damage here. It'll be fine. The general idea here is I'm not going to end the fight until I played that Wish. I've got 4 plated armor, so I can wait all day. Maybe that gets me something a little earlier than other people get it, and then we win using that? I don't know. Flying Sleeves. Retain, deal 4 damage twice. No. Take a True Grit for the possibility of burning out my... Ooh, curses. Karen's Ashes. Now gives me the ability to actually choose what card I'm going to exhaust there. On the upgrade for True Grit, by the way, because Karen's Ashes is whenever you exhaust a card, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Oops. Read the wrong thing from memory. Let's True Grit that. And play the Inflame, and then throw a single strike. Fine. If I get True Grit in the next hand, then I actually get to defend regardless. You know what? I'm going to wish for Fame and Fortune. That's the only turn I'm going to be able to do that, because here I only take 4 damage over the plated armor. Yeah, and now we kill. Entropic Brew, fill all your potion slots with random potions. Ooh, Intimidate, Sword, Boomerang, and Anger. I'm actually incentivized to go for the Sword Boomerang here, just for damage. What with the strength that we're trying to do. Bad hits. All right. Guess I'm just going to have to settle for that one. Yeah, without using the Swift Potion there, I wasn't going to be defending anyway. Let's draw 2 Dazeds in this next hand, please. That'll do it. Just so they get punished by the Karen's Ashes. Darkstone Periapt. Whenever you obtain a curse, increase your max HP by 6, as well as Devotion. Great. This is a slow, methodical deck that also has strength in it, so Devotion is perfectly suited here. Flame, strike, and then True Grit a defend, managing to kill the frontliner as well as setting us up for the kill on the backliner with any decent amount of attacks. We'll use Wish for Money first, though. I don't know, that Wish for Money might actually pay off. Another Sword Boomerang, sure. Shot. Dang it. Devotion is definitely not going to have enough time to trigger here, so I have to go all in. Just enough damage to kill him that turn. Didn't really want to wait for Wish and everything to cycle. 4 plated armor, empty potions, regen, no. Windmill Strike? Protect? Maybe it's Windmill Strike. We'll only ever really throw Windmill Strike out on the turn that we use Devotion or have Devotion triggered. But even then, Windmill Strike isn't that much damage on a Devotion turn. I guess unless it's upgraded. It does give us a good way to kill a boss, and that is what we're currently missing still. Fine. Okay, so divided by 12. Ours is what, 60? 62? No, it's 60, so it's 5, -1, so it's 4 by 6 is going to be dealt to us next turn. Can I defend against that? If I use Wish for plated armor, can I defend against that? I think I can. I hate that I had to give up the strength there, but I think I can. Oh, it's +1. All right. Well, that's 66 instead. 36 instead, sorry. We can defend for another 18. 18 on 27. I'm going to use all of my potions trying to get this. I've dug myself in this far already. Yeah, that goes to the discard pile because I generated it at the wrong time. All of that was done in conceivably the worst fashion. And because it was all strategic dumbness, it would be completely cheating to reset. All right. I could have easily just calculated that stuff at the time. I was thinking the Hexaghost's calculation for how much damage it does on turn 2 is your current HP divided by 12 minus 1 times by 6, right? Somehow I got that wrong. Oh well. Wasted a hell of a lot of potions there. Not really pleased about it, but it happened. I don't really need to be drawing the extra 3 cards a turn right now. Okay. One more turn's time, and then we Windmill Strike for the kill. Didn't even need it, as it turns out. Yikes. Limit Break? Yeah. It's either Limit Break or Dim Inform, giving us the ability just to win the fight on attrition. I'll take the Limit Break. Definitely looking for strength, mainly. No more than 3 cards a turn? You know what? I don't do more than 3 cards a turn. Sorry, no more than 6 cards a turn. I don't do more than 3 cards a turn often, so... Alright, Velvet Choker. No more copies of Anger at this point, though. Just the one is enough. Slightly better path out here. Playing Limit Break does nothing there, so... No good reason to. Defend and then wish for gold. I shouldn't have too difficult a time with this enemy, I don't think. Inflame, I'll True Grit a strike. Use a Limit Break. Fine. Managed to heal back up to full. As far as I'm concerned, that all worked. Take a Shrug it off there, definitely. Sundial, every 3 times you shove your draw pile, gain 2 energy, as well as the Incense Burner, every 6 turns, gain 1 intangible. I think we're bound to take both of those. And Swivel. I don't think I need Swivel. Keep just a little bit of money kicking on forwards. Alright, I'll wish for money, defend, and just get another one in the deck. We're going to have to be incredibly concerned about the times at which we defeat our enemies for the sake of the Incense Burner and the Sundial. More concerned than I probably have the capacity to be. It's fine. Okay, I can't kill this turn. Apparently. 12, 24, 24, 30, 57. Not enough. Just short, in fact. Mighty close there at the end. Unfortunately, I mean, at this rate, I should let the enemy live for another turn so that I get closer to my next Incense Burner. Wheel Kick, Cleave, and Iron Wave. I still have no AoE available at all in this deck, so I'll take the Cleave. It's fine, we'll take down the frontliner. I probably don't have 5 turns to spare here with the Windmill Strike, but... you know what? I'll throw it out. I don't have 5 turns to spare. Okay, if I Limit Break before... No, that's still not really going to be enough defense. So I'll Wish for gold, and then Shrug it off, and then True Grit. Worst case scenario, I draw a bunch of Dazes and then hope those kill the enemy for me. Working well so far. Alright. Whirlwind definitely gives us the AoE that we're desperate for. Okay, hopefully the backliner doesn't decide to attack this turn. They don't, thankfully. Ooh, pick up a bunch of damage this turn? Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna Limit Break, then Whirlwind. Does less damage to the Gremlin Leader, but it obviously sets us up for better damage versus the Gremlin Leader later. I could have used True Grit there, and I should have, because it would have actually saved us a turn for the Incense Burner. But this way I get 25 gold. Toy Ornithopter whenever you use a potion, heal for 5 HP, as well as Brutality. At the start of your turn, lose 1 HP and draw 1 card. I'm actually not entirely against picking up the Brutality. Draws us through our deck a lot faster, so we get back to new cycles of the deck often enough to get Sundial triggering often enough, but also it's a really good way to trigger Rupture and get some extra strength out that way. I'm gonna take it. Let's upgrade Limit Break so I can actually cycle through it multiple times. We have so many different cards in the deck that desperately need upgrades. To the point that is a little unfortunate. Fine. I'll take that hit. Don't want to use any of those potions. They're all going to be really, really good for suddenly jibbing enemies. Really? Fine. Fine. At the very least, we still heal back up. And we even got the fire potion back. All is okay. I'll take the Sash Whip there for the ability to weaken the enemy. Ice Cream, energy's now conserved between turns. Well, now my turns are like, you know, how big of a whirlwind can I get? Don't really care about any of those. Play the Flame. Play the Wish for money. Really? Fine. I'll Limit Break and then Shrug it off. Defend. That'll be enough. That'll do. 99 damage. That'll have to do. We'll take a crushed joints there just to pad the deck out a little, as well as get a little bit more vulnerability in here. Use a flex potion, then cleave and whirlwind for the kills. Needed to use the cleave first, otherwise that wasn't going to work. Mango, upon pick up, raise your max HP by 14, as well as rush down and second wind and evolve. Oof. I'm gonna... Like, I haven't got any ways to enter Wrath yet. Can't justify that. Obviously, take the Ritual Dagger. You always take the Ritual Dagger, even if it's offered way too late for the Ritual Dagger. You still need the Ritual Dagger. Don't need to pop the True Grit on the injury there. Shouldn't actually get too far through the extra cycles. Let's take Wish. I'm doing all of this for money with the wishes constantly. I should probably think about maybe using that for other things. You know, maybe. Possibly. Use the Fireball there just so that the Ritual Dagger is lethal. Can use the pair. Neat. Ghostly Armor, Battle Hymn, and Sanctity. Take Ghostly Armor. I just need big numbers on cards right now. No, I'm not going to give that away, even though the Darkstone Periapts is probably not the way to go. So what would I have done with this build, knowing what I know now? Well, first off, I wouldn't pop all of my potions on the Hexaghost. Secondly, I would focus much more heavily on the Incense Burner. Thirdly, I probably wouldn't spend as much of my usages of Wish as I have on Gold exclusively. And then thirdly, I wouldn't have picked up any curses, and I probably would have also rolled the Darkstone Periapts. I'm still trying to get to 5 curses to see if I can eke out a good score that way. Get Devotion upgraded, so minimizes the amount of turns it has to be offline. Oh, perfect! What an opening hand! I'm actually going to save the energy for the ice cream. Let's Wish. Really? So this is the turn that I get no defense. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Alright, we were never perfecting anything, let's be real. I'll play out all of those extra cards. You've got the intangibility this turn at the absolute least. Oh, the enemy's not even attacking. How dare you. And we have no skills to set up the vulnerability from crushed joints. Ugh. And we're weakened. Game is being very, very mean to me. Thankfully, we still have lethal. Ragnarok. Snegwhite. Alright. Embrace the randomness. We have a lot of high-cost cards in the deck. We have a lot of low-cost cards in the deck as well. We have a limiting factor in the Velvet Choker, but you know what? Snack away, and Snack away is incredible. Honestly, if Snack away has ultimately a negative effect, like obviously it's got a negative effect on this hand, but if it ultimately ends up having a negative effect on this deck, I will be very, very surprised. That should have been Sash Whip there. That's my bad. I get to float an extra energy for the next turn because of the ice cream at the absolute least. I think I need the extra strength right now because that exploder in the back line is very threatening to me. And the one in the front line, mind. All right. All of that worked out basically as well as it could have. Thank you, game. All right, that was going to strike 2 times. I am almost delirious from the heat. I have been using this excuse in every single episode, and I'll stop using it when it stops being relevant because I am absolutely dying. And that is why I'm bad at the game. For no other reason, I promise. I definitely don't just need to slow down a little bit more and think a little bit more, but also that's a lot difficult to do when, you know, you're dying from heat. Did I mention the heat? Oh, I wish I had the ability to actually run the air cooling for this area while I was recording, but that would show up on the microphone. So instead, I just die. Take a headbutt. Even at a bad cost, it's good to have that in the deck. Put the Ragnarok back to the top of the deck, especially, yeah. About to go to a shop. Could get a shop later on as well. Ooh, Dolly's Mirror. Fiendfire! Ooh, both of those are great pickups. Dolly's Mirror would be probably a second Ragnarok. No, I'm going to take Fiendfire, and then I'm going to Dolly's Mirror to get another Fiendfire. Those are going to be really, really good at just knocking enemies out. I'll drop the Dex Potion for a Strength Potion. I'm going to remove the injury. Fine. Giving up on that. I could route in another shop. Or 2 elite. No, we'll still go for the 2 elites. Possibility of a shop instead. Alright. Mind Blast, Strike. I'm going to headbutt that Mind Blast back to the top of the deck. It's useless next turn. I should have done the Shrug It Off. Again, Delirium. Wish for defense. Defend as well. Ritual, and then weaken. So drawing so many extra cards each turn as a result of the pair, as well as possibly the Pocket Watch, is why Fiendfire is in particular incredible here for us. Six instances of damage from the exhausted cards. 1 instance of damage from exhausting itself. 6 instances of damage from Fiendfire hits for the amount of cards it exhausted. I am so glad that I saw that. Oh, that could have been real awful for us. Okay. Mind Blast. Don't really need to do that. The Fiendfires both need to be upgraded though, if I can get them. Upgrade all cards, you can no longer heal. You know what? That affects so much of the deck at this point that it's worth doing. On scales, sure. Alright. Thank you for the intangibility this turn. Fiendfire for a ridiculous amount of damage right there. I didn't even think about the fact that we have Karen's Ashes when I picked up the Fiendfire, and it was still definitely correct. Miscounted by 1. Deserved that. I'm gonna get some plated armor here because I feel very threatened. Whew, hope I get something good out of that power potion, I guess. Deus Ex Machina, that'll overfill my hand a lot of the time as a result of the Snecko. Defend, inflame, mind blast, headbutt, I guess, defend? Mind blast isn't going to be too impactful next turn. I really need defense. I'm going to play the Limit Break. It does break the Pocket Watch, but I draw 7 cards next turn anyway, thanks to the Snecko Eye. And I was already intangible this turn, as it turns out. Fine. Ooh, look at this. I'm gonna play Wish for the gold. That's plated armor, wasn't it? Oops. I'm gonna Fiendfire then. Fiendfire is in my next hand as well. So I should be pretty comfortable here, is what I'm saying there. Come on then, Fiendfire. Absolutely ruin the Transient's life there. Below half HP. No, it doesn't always happen. Take a third eye. For when Scry is desperately necessary. Yikes. You know what? I'm actually going to True Grit the Mind Blast. Because the Ghostly Armor exhausting will, because it's ethereal, will also do that for me ultimately. Inflame. Inflame. Ragnarok. Fiendfire? As long as it works. Meal ticket, whenever you heal, enter a shop, heal. I'll take Worship there. Especially if I get another one, could actually end up being useful. See if we can recreate that. Perfect. Was really hoping we were going to get Wish in that hand. Blood Potion we can't use, as well as another Sash Whip we will, though. Rest can't even heal us at this point, so we might as well upgrade the third eye. Alright, boss fight, what do you got? Ooh, that's a cheap-ass Wish right there. And it's up against Demon Form? Corruption? Don't have the Dead Branch. Fine, I'll take the Demon Form. Because of the Demon Form, I'm going to use this for the Plated Armor, definitely. Perfect. Well, this is already a problem. There's a Limit Break I'd love to play. Okay, 14 by 8, 14 with vulnerability is 21, 21 by 8 is not enough. I'm gonna third eye, discarding those. Then I'm gonna cleave. I'll Ragnarok. Didn't take down any of the frontliners for us, unfortunately. That Fiendfire will kill this cultist. Also, the Exhaust will kill the other cultist. I only take 36. Okay. I have managed to get past that one turn. Now I'd better hope there are no other turns on the horizon that are equally bad for us. I care about how much I draw this turn. That's already enough to full defend me. Unless I use the Devotion. In which case, then I have to Anger, Sash Whip. Yeah, Devotion, Anger, Sash Whip. Keeps the enemy weakened. Intangible this turn. Fine. I'm going to third eye my next hand so that I get Ragnarok and Fiendfire in it. And make sure that I draw as much as possible in the next hand as well. Okay. Ragnarok, and that ends this turn. I lose my Fiendfire now, but I have Windmill Strike at least. Definitely weaken the enemy. Definitely Shrug. Crush. Headbutt a... Shrug or Ragnarok back to the top of the deck? Actually, Fiendfire. Then we Shrug and then Fiendfire for the win. Hey! So I managed to straighten up and fly right exclusively in that final fight. Other than that, basically got nothing going on. Yeah, 1006. Garbage score. Absolutely garbage. I only got one perfect, got overkill. Librarian wasn't even going for anything more than that. Didn't manage to get curses despite going for it. Didn't manage to get enough relics despite also trying to go for it with the hoarding of money early on. Ugh. That's a very, very middling run right there. Not that many opportunities to break away from the pack. Yeah, I'm at 34th right now, but only 6 hours into the run anyway. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you for more opportunities tomorrow.